Yes, it is boring, but that does not exclude you from visiting Sundarban. It is a place you may visit at any time and for any reason. Sundarban is beautiful at any time of the year. It's one of a kind and you must see it during the monsoon season. In Sundarbans, the monsoon has taken on a new meaning. In fact, it will provide you the finest sense of existence in a season. This time, I'll show you why you should visit Sundarbans. It's just an awestruck experience. It's the best time for the photographers. Feel the monsoon in a new manner. What to tell about Sundarban monsoons? It is beautiful, it is nostalgic, and it's the best among anything in Sundarban. Many people visit Sundarban just to experience a moment in Sundarban's monsoon. Life feels complete and you feel soothing. Things get better and happier in this manner. So why wait when we can actually experience it happily? The world's most grand delta is formed by the confluence of three rivers Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna. It is a complex network of islands connected by rivulets and rivers spread across the eastern Indian state of West Bengal and the western region of Bangladesh. After a period of 6 hours, when it is time for the low tide, the water starts receding, the mud flats get exposed, and the whole place seems to come alive. Many of the mammals, like the spotted deer and the wild boars, find the low tide a good time to come out to feed as well. Tigers too seem to move around, crossing the wide channels, preferably when the tide is low. Here's the spotted deer getting some good grazing time.
Good morning, guys. I hope all of you are doing fine. This is a special day for me in terms of the year 2022. I'm back to the place I belong, the place I consider my own. I'm back in Sundarbans, and this is my first trip in 2022. And this time, what I have decided is I want to check Sundarban, how it looks in the monsoon. So it's currently now it's raining here. It's raining, and our safari is on. We boarded the boat I think around 9 a.m. and then after that we have sailed, and there has been some continuous rain going around. The team is busy in photographing some of the species, but you know what I am looking for. So this vlog or this episode, whatever you call, this would mainly talk about Sundarban in the monsoons. I'll try to bring you how Sundarban looks during the monsoon.
The collared kingfisher are one of the 5 most sighted kingfishers who are found widely in Sundarban mangrove swamps. Currently known as mangrove kingfisher, this little species habitats in coastal areas, farmlands,
So what do we have for lunch? Let's start. Fish is a Bedki. We're starting with bedki. We have bedki. We have showcase. This is hotel, right? We have golden rice. We have dal. We have rice. We have enough amount of salad. So I think we all are quite hungry and will have a gala lunch today. These are the people who have prepared. They are the crew members, the cook, and also he is the helper. So they are taking good care of us right from the beginning of the trip. So hopefully we end this trip with our best shots of this tour. You can please go for your lunch. Thank you.
Heaven is not somewhere up above or never to be found. Heaven is here on earth and can be seen with open eyes. But to see the heaven, you also need to have a calm mind and a glowing heart.
2011 ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ হ্যাঁ ইন্ডিয়া শ্রীলঙ্কা ওই আমার একটা বস ক্যাব কর্পোরেট মানে আমি যাকে রিপোর্ট করতাম সে আর আরেকটা ছেলে ওরা সুন্দরবন এসেছিল বেড়াতে ওরা যখন ফিরে গেছে আমি ছেলেটাকে টেক্সট করে জিজ্ঞেস করেছি যে কি কি দেখলি সুন্দরবনে তো সব লিখলো পাখি হরিণ শুয়োর কুমির অ্যান্ড টাইগার তারপর আমাকে ভিডিও পাঠালো না হ্যাঁ তো বাঘ সাঁতরে গিয়ে জাম্প মেরে উঠছে ওই একটা ইনসিডেন্ট আর এই শুভাশিসের তখন আমরা ঠিক করলাম যে না যাই একবার দেখি ব্যাপারটা কি তার আগে সুন্দরবনে আমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স হচ্ছে টাটকা বাঘের পায়ের ছাপ গাইডকে জিজ্ঞেস করছে দাদা আপনি কি জানেন যে এই বাঘটা কোথায় গেছে বা এই এরিয়াতে কি কি কোন কোন বাঘ আছে কটা মেল আছে ফিমেল আছে না দাদা ওগুলো তো আমরা কেউ কিছু জানি না তারপর ওই অগাস্টের ওই টাইমে আমার প্ল্যান করলাম ঠিক আছে গেলাম এবার আসার পর আমাদের সঙ্গে একজন ছিল মানে আমি তখন দিব্যেন্দু আর আরো 3 জন ছিল তাদের মধ্যে একজন নিত্যর সঙ্গে আগে ঘুরেছে সে কিন্তু পাখি দেখে সেই লোকটা বাঘের প্রতি কোনো অত ইন্টারেস্ট নেই তো ও বললো যে এরকম নিত্যানন্দকে গাইড নেওয়া যায় খুব ভালো পাখিটাকে চেনেও না ঠিক আছে নিত্যকে নিলাম তারপরে ট্যুরের সময় কথায় কথায় নিত্যকে জিজ্ঞেস করলাম এরকম যে নিত্য এরকম অন্যান্য জঙ্গলে তো এরকম ট্রেকিং হয় এইভাবে কল শুনে পায়ের ছাপ দেখে কোথা দিয়ে ক্রস করে বাঘ সেগুলো জানে ওখানকার গাইড জিপসি ড্রাইভাররা তো সুন্দরবনে কি ব্যাপার এখানে কি আদৌ মানে হয় সেরকম ভাবে কিছু তখন নিত্য আমাকে বলছে যে দাদা এখানেও কিন্তু চেষ্টা করলে বাঘ ট্র্যাক করা যায় কিন্তু এখানে
There are many things to experience in Sundarban. Each and everything will mesmerize your mind. But among all this beauty, there is a beauty that is less talked about and deserves a certain talk in. Lesser adjutant stork are the resident birds of Sundarban. It's a large stork with a completely bare head and neck ideal for scavenging habits. Monitor lizards adapt to many environments. They can be found in jungles and rainforests, but also in aquatic areas and hot and dry areas.
Hi, good morning guys. So we are into day 2. Day 1 was so-so kind of thing, not much of a sighting. But day 2 was still better. From the morning we got some good sightings. We had some lifers. It's been raining continuously, persistent rainfall. You're getting a 30-minute break and again it's raining. So the weather is quite unpredictable, but as you see, now it's the low tide. The water has receded. So we have some time and I think it is time for all the animals to come out on the shores because it's quite wet inside. We are now heading towards one of the probable and what I should say some potent area where tiger sighting happens. It's called Deul Bharani. So we will be checking those areas and then there is not much of sighting actually, no news. Only 3 boats are on ground. In normal days when tourism is on in the season time, there are about 200 boats which roams around the tourism zone. So we are not getting much of leads. Let's see what's in store for us.
Water monitors, like the Asian water monitor, live in coastal areas with semi-aquatic habitats such as swamps and mangroves. The world's most grand delta is formed by the confluence of three rivers, Ganges, Brahmaputra and Meghna. It is a complex network of islands connected by rivulets and rivers spread across the eastern Indian state of West Bengal and the western region of Bangladesh.
This is day 3 and already there is some sighting which we had. It's a kind of record sighting. So first we got the call of the ruddy kingfisher. There were two ruddy kingfishers on either side of the river, which was who were giving calls. So we waited and we got some decent shots. So getting ruddy kingfisher in Sundarban is quite an achievement. Secondly, it was one of the dream sightings. It's a mangrove pitta. So I have been to Sundarban. This is my 26th trip, and it's unbelievable actually. I've heard the calls of the mangrove pitta earlier, but I could never see them. So this time it came in the open. We got quite a lot of decent shots. So this is how our morning started. Now I will give you a tour of our boat. So this is the entrance. This is a 4-bedded accommodation. Actually 8 people can sleep if you accommodate tight. There is a kitchen on the other side where some food is being prepared. So this is quite a good kind of accommodation which you can see.
It cannot be all about mangrove forest and not the mangrove pitta. For bird admirers, it is a terrible loss to let go of a glimpse of this bird. The scientific name of this bird is Pitta megharhensia, which comes from the rinchos, which means beak, and mega meaning big. It is a passerine bird that belongs to a family of the superspecies where it is kept with Indian pitta. It is found throughout the year in Sundarban. If you are fortunate in winter times and during the monsoon, it can be seen often. It can be found in the islands of Sudarnekhali, Pirkhali, Sadakhali, Netidopani and Bali in Sundarban. The white-bellied sea eagle is a rather large bird of prey found predominantly along the coastal belts and also sometimes along other major water bodies over a wide geographical range, right from India, Sri Lanka, through Southeast Asia, all the way to Australia. With an imposing size, presence and an impressive wingspan of around 2 meters, it is a majestic bird indeed. On my last outing to Sundarbans in the month of June, I had a wonderful encounter with this eagle. We were just about passing through the banks of Pirkhali after one of our morning birding sessions when I happened to see a bird descend down onto a large water body, a lake of sorts. There are many things to experience in Sundarban, Each and everything will mesmerize your mind, but among all this beauty, there is a beauty that is less talked about and deserve a certain talking so that people get to know about it and more can come to experience it. We are talking about the Sundarban sunsets. It is beautiful and amazing. It looks so heavenly and beautiful that brings to your mind thousands thoughts and some great experiences. You get lost in some deep memories and deeper thoughts to understand and ponder upon. And that is how we ended our day 3. Welcome to day 4. This is the last day of our monsoon safari and we still haven't seen the tiger. In all these 3 days, we couldn't find any fresh pug marks or any kind of clue which can lead us to the predator. But day 4 had something else in plan. What to tell about Sundarban monsoons? It is beautiful, it is nostalgic, and it's the best among anything in Sundarban. Many people visit Sundarban just to experience a moment in Sundarban's monsoon. Life feels complete and you feel soothing. Things get better and happier in this manner. So why wait when we can actually experience it happily? Have you heard about fishes of the Sundarbans that walk? They are known as mud skippers. These are fishes found in tidal mud flats. They crawl on mud, giving a look that the fishes are walking. They are common throughout tropical Africa, Asia, and Australasia, where they crawl out of water. They are found in abundance in shallow burrows on the muddy banks between tidal marks in channels near the mangrove. Mud skippers feed on algae, small invertebrate animals, particularly small crabs, insects, and fish larvae. If you have any time visited the tidal mud flats in Sundarban, that is wetlands in the coastal areas where mud is deposited by tides or flowing rivers, you must have noticed some fishes which are crawling on the mud. It looks like as if the fishes are walking. They are also seen climbing the roots of the mangroves or salt-tolerant trees, which are also known as halophytes. These fishes are known as mud skippers and are common on tidal mud flats. The anticipation and excitement built up at the sight of a fresh tiger track in the mud leading down to the water. The boat slowed as we scanned the mangrove forest eagerly in anticipation, but although the tracks were so fresh, he was probably very close. Perhaps he could even see us. But sadly, the tiger did not make any appearance. So I think we have seen some kind of pug marks. We are trying to check how fresh it is or it's old. So we are taking the boat near to that island where there is some pug marks. Our guide Biswajit sensed something, so we just U-turned our boat and we are checking. So here Biswajit is checking.
এখানে কোনো পায়ের ছাপ দেখতে পাচ্ছ? কিছু তো আমি তো দেখতে পাচ্ছি, ভেতর ভেতর দিয়ে গেছে।
গোপাল গোপাল
এই গোপাল ডাকছে।
তাড়াতাড়ি গিয়ে দেওঘর চেক করে আসি।
আমি তো হয়তো
ওরা এরপর যদি ক্যানাল ট্যানাল ধরে হাঁটে, না হয় ওরা এই ক্যানালে পেলো, আমরা পেলাম না। কিন্তু ওরা যদি সোজা পেছন দিয়ে দেওঘর চলে গিয়ে ক্রস করে যায় একবার, আর কোনো খবর। আমার মনে হয় হ্যাঁ
সেকেন্ড টার্নিং অবধি দেখে চলে
দেখে আসি দেওঘর।
We had to head out of the park a little early as the weather was turning bad, and our mentor, Mr. Somijit Nandi, insisted we leave through the narrow canals. Our safari was not over as we had two more gala sightings. Firstly, the changeable hawk eagle. In this eagle, there is a pale morph and a dark morph. The adult pale morph appears dark brown above and whitish with dark streaks below. Adult dark morph is totally blackish. Each morph may have specific advantages in certain habitats, like certain survival and reproductive advantages. Leucistic saltwater crocodile, the dragons of Sundarban swamps. The waters have receded to reveal wet, glistering shores with white spike-like pneumatophores jutting out of the sand. On an exposed bank, a large saltwater semi-leucistic crocodile is sprawled, caked in mud, and still as a statue. Despite our motorboat's ample warning, it doesn't bat an eyelid. If you are a creative person and going through a creative block for some time now, then the best place where you can go to get rid of it is Sundarban. Trust me, the last night rains are just amazing. The mornings stir up the creative juices within you and they start working normal or maybe better. Life seems much cooler and better. You get a proper space to think and ponder over things. Take the best Sundarban package and go for it.